All right. What is up? What is up? What is up? Um, so for the, long wait that I've pretty much been doing at this moment in time, right? So let me just try to explain it to you guys. So yesterday, on the 25th, around 5 p.m., I did a video. It was a short video, and it was to basically detail to YouTube, right? How it is that the videos are in a sense done and the type of way and different things of that nature, basically explaining why it is that um, the YouTube channel is not reused content, right? So I did that video, right? Within a video, I basically referenced, as they asked, right, the whole channel. Um, I also referenced, of course, the copyright, 107. I also expounded upon what it is that they specifically, right, wanted, right? So let me see if I can go back to a previous image if it is up there. Let me see. So I can help y'all follow along with what it is that is currently taking place at this moment in time, right? So this was the original thing, right? This is what they originally gave to me, right? They said reuse content. Channel uses someone else's content without making changes that add significant value. Now, the thing that I want y'all to understand is that two things here. One, I've had an influx of people, come directly to the channel, which, you know, people, if they don't happen to like your content, didn't look through everything, they can easily just sit up there and report you. YouTube really doesn't care because they don't really monitor or take any of those things into account. Number two, the fact that it states that changes that add significant value. Now, the thing is, whose value system are you going by? Are you going by the people that come directly to the channel? Or are you going by your own value system and how it is that you deem certain types of content, right? I'm going to go by number two. So the main things that my channel is directly covered, right? I have number one, a funny or thoughtful revision of content you didn't originally create, right? Um, I have content directly up there that I did create. I have content up there that, adds some type of humor and different things of that nature, right? But they will say that, okay, well, that just covers, probably just a few videos. No problem. They said clips of other people's content as part of a critical review. Now, that one right there would actually encompass the greater whole, right, of the channel. Um, but the thing about that is, wait a minute. Yo, somebody let me know if you're able to hear me or not, because that'd be hilarious. Let me see something here. Now I gotta scroll over to mine real quick because I think that might be the case. I wouldn't be too surprised. Oh no, it's actually working. Okay, I had to make sure that I could hear my echo. Okay, so the other one is clips of other people's content as part of a critical review. That would pretty much encompass the whole channel. I've used clips and or also articles, and I've used those as a reference point in order to make a critical review. So anytime I talk about the media, anytime I talk about the news, anytime I, happen to show you a short clip of something that happened, that's specifically what I've done. Clips of other people's content is part of a critical review. And it states that, hey, this is an example of what is monetizable on YouTube. And the reason why I state this is due to the fact that for almost like a portion of a year, any video, when I was monetized, right? Any video that I did, YouTube had to okay that video, which means that if it's under a manual review and they are reviewing that video, that means that they are also acknowledging that I'm using other people's content in order to make a critical review. So it's hilarious to basically sit here and see YouTube basically stating that that does not, in a sense, cover the channel, right? And last but not least, reaction videos where you comment on the original video. That again is a part of what it is that I do here. Those two, beyond a shadow of a doubt, even if we take out the first one, the main two, clips of other people's content as part of a critical review and reaction videos where you comment on the original video. I do both of those on 100% of the channel. 100% of the channel. And they've monetized this platform twice. Twice. So it's hilarious that they have their own rules, and yet they're like, well, you technically do fit within this, and we do see it because we've had to actually go through and manually review hundreds of your videos, but you're still not monetizable. How is that? How is that? How is that? I made a mistake and went to another. Don't mind the dancing alien. That's for a whole different channel. Um, but how is that? That's what I want to know, right? So right. So again, I did this yesterday at 5 p.m. Right? It said you'll receive a response by email and YouTube Studio within 14 days. Right? Within 14 days. Usually, let me let you know. Usually, whenever it is that you want to send a response directly to YouTube or you want them to review a video or whatever or what have you, YouTube normally takes days, if not a week or two, to actually get back and do the things that they want to do, right? So, it's cool. Whatever, you're going to take your time. I get it, right? And they say, remember, if you delete any videos after you received your channel review decision, we won't be able to review your appeal. But the funniest thing is, it shouldn't matter if somebody deleted something or not. It's the whole fact that they did what it is that you asked them to do. So you told them to do a video or what have you or whatnot, and that's it. Because the funniest thing is they'll tell you not to delete a video now, but then after, if you don't get remonetized, they'll be like, well, you need to check your videos and check your channel and go through your videos and see which ones fit directly under this, that, and the third and all this. How how would somebody go through 1 to 2,000 videos and try to make sure? How would one actually do that? So you mean to tell me that a content creator is supposed to literally go through 1 to 2,000 videos and just sit there with a pen and a notepad and be like, okay, this one checks, okay, this one doesn't, okay, this all these check, this one does. Really? YouTube doesn't even do that. Let me just be honest with y'all. I'm not sure if y'all actually understand or not, but YouTube doesn't really check what it is that they say that they check. They don't do that. They're not actually about that life, right? Um, and the other funny thing about this is yet again the fact that YouTube will make rules, regulations, all of this good type stuff and won't follow it, right? And this is what I mean. Let me just go to the very next one, right? So the next image is this one. Now remember, I sent my response on the 25th, right? I had up until, like the 26th, right? So some people say, hey, since you're cutting it close, why not sit up there and send it earlier? And it wouldn't have made a difference because it would have been the exact same response, right? So this is basically what it looks like, right? I sent it around 5. YouTube responded at 12 a.m. on the 26th, literally within a few hours. They said, thanks for taking part in our video appeals pilot program. And I want to note this is about the second and the third time that I've tried to use this program in order to let them know that they're wrong, that they're incorrect. And this is the same response I get every time. Our team carefully reviewed your appeal video and your content on your channel, but we're not able to reaccept you in the YouTube partner program at this time, right? This is what they state, right? So then let's go to the left side, right? So I showed you what it looked like originally. This is what it looks like now. Your channel remains ineligible for monetization. Our reviewers, because now it's reviewers, plural, right? More than one, said that they found that your appeal wasn't successful, right? And you still have the opportunity to reapply at aforementioned date, right? And the feedback that they gave was that videos referenced in your appeal are not representative of your channel. Your appeal focused on a small number of videos on your channel instead of explaining your channel, your whole channel. In order for your suspension to be overturned, the majority of your channel, basically should be looked at or focused and make sure it falls within the lines of the policies. I got it, blocked because I made it. And then it gives you the exact same thing, right? It says reuse content. But the funniest thing is, remember how YouTube said that in both images it says that they watched the video. I took a screen capture of that exact same video. Look at that. And you see that the video is unlisted, right? Which that's how they want you to do it. And you see the restrictions. Hold on, I gotta actually go into my OBS real quick, and I gotta move this down here, right? So if you look to the very far right corner, what does it say, guys? The views on that video are 0. So how do YouTube watch a video and it doesn't have a view directly on it? So who watched the video? Who who watched the video? Because it wasn't YouTube. Who watched the video? That's all I'm trying to ask. Because if you're telling me, right, as a content creator, if you're telling me that you sat here and I want people to actually like understand it wasn't like the normal content that I make where some people are like, yo man, you sitting up here making these long videos and all this. Nah. This they want you to do a simple 5-minute video. So I don't want to get things misconstrued. I don't want to have no misunderstandings. I don't want people to get it twisted. This was a simple 5-minute video. And they said that they had multiple people, multiple reviewers look at the video. The other funny thing about that video, the funniest thing about that video is the fact that I didn't reference any videos. I within that video before, right, when I was doing the editing, I was like, you know what, maybe I should sit up there and put, some examples of, and I was like, nah, I only got 5 minutes. I'm like, it ain't even worth it. So let me just cut that out. So I didn't even reference or even put references of videos directly in there. I went by specifically of what it is that they asked. And yet again, even without that video, going back to the very first thing that they had directly up there, right? Which is let me see. This image here. Wait, it's not this image. What is it? No, it's not the image. It is this image here. Give me a second. I gotta move it up. This image here, right? Even going by the first image, my channel is within the realms of monetization. Why? because I use clips of other people's content as part of a critical review. I do that. Reaction videos where you comment on the original video. I do that. I do both of those pretty much in 99.9% of the videos. I pretty much do that in 99.9% of the videos. But yet they're sitting up here stating that, yeah, yeah, Seji, guess what? We watched the video, we saw what it is that you sent, and it still does not fit within the YouTube guidelines. It's all your channel is all reused content. There's nothing up there that's original. There's nothing up there that you have added. Let me go back to what they stated, because I don't want to make it seem like they're any type of liars. They said reuse content. Channel uses someone else's content without making changes that add significant value. So again, all of my what they're saying is my whole channel is pretty much 100% reused content. They're stating that I don't do any type of critical reviews, I don't do any type of reactions, and I don't make any type of significant changes to anything that I do on this channel, even though YouTube is the exact same entity that has had to review hundreds of my videos so that they could be monetizable. Like I can't, like I said, this is why I put this information in front of y'all, to let y'all know I'm not making this shit up. Like I am not making this shit up, because again, it could very easily, when I come through here and I do live streams about this stuff, it could very easily seem that, oh, this dude is like, it's just a conspiracy. He's making it seem like YouTube was out to get him and all this. It's like, nah, son. This is what I have to deal with consistently and continuously. Every single time when I start to get movement on my channel, I start getting hit with this deliberately. Somehow, some way, whenever I have significant movement on my channel, I automatically get hit with this type of stuff all the time, back to back. Nobody can explain that to me. It's like, yeah, I can sit up there and blame like the trolls and other people that, don't like the channel. Yeah, of course, they're part of it too. But YouTube takes a significant portion of that blame, because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Like you're gonna always do something whenever the channel gets like some type of movement, because you don't want to pay creators, you don't want to pay content creators, and then you want to sit up there and hide behind whatever guidelines that you have up here to basically say, well, oh, your stuff doesn't fit. I do the same content everybody else does on YouTube. So how is everybody else's content different? How? Like that doesn't make any sense. And that's why I sat up there and stated that their shit, where it says the reuse content part, go to the last part of that sentence, making changes that add significant value. Whose scale are we going by? Because let me let y'all know something. If I was working with a channel that wasn't getting no views, like every single video was getting like 15 to 47 views, YouTube wouldn't have been sending me nothing. I wouldn't have been getting hit with nothing. Let me make y'all understand. I wouldn't get hit with nothing. If this was a channel that wasn't moving, I wouldn't get hit with nothing. When I was at 15K views, YouTube wasn't really trying to hit me with nothing. There was no magical reporting or anything like that sitting up there taking place. But the moment in time that within roughly, let me see, January, February, March, April, May, June, within about a month time frame, and I kid you not, within a month time frame, when the channel moves from 15K up to 30, I get hit with two different things within that same month, back to back. And I'm like, really, YouTube? It's it's a coinky dink that I just so happen to get hit with two things in the same month, where the channel is seeing an increase, a growth in subscribers, and it's seeing a growth in the amount of people viewing the channel. It's amazing because I'm like, why wouldn't y'all like one of the things that they wanted to like get me on? It was from a video from about roughly last, was it about like last year? I think it was about like last year. And they tagged that up with me being demonetized on the platform. And I'm like, really, YouTube? So I'm like, so y'all specifically, so y'all knew about this the live streaming that, you know, some people flagged that live stream where y'all just found it. I'm not sure how they did it, right? So somebody magically or somehow, some way, whatever entity, right, went through all of the videos that I got, including live streams, and was like, you know what, this is a good time to basically press the button on this so YouTube can add this directly up there. Like I said, I let y'all know this stuff to show y'all what it is that I have to face and go through. So again, if anybody is wondering why it is that you see a lack of content directly on this platform, or or what have you, this is why. This is why. Like this is like, yo, I can't even, the amount of outdone I am at this moment in time. And this is not the first time that I've caught YouTube in this exact same line where they're like, yeah, we watched the video. I did another video just like this before, and that video didn't have a view on it at all. It still don't got a view on it. More than likely, still to this date. And I'm like, so what video did y'all watch? Who specifically? Like I said, man, yo, I I'm not sure. Let me let y'all know something. When I sit up there and tell y'all that YouTube watches certain people's like platforms, they do. Like somewhere in the background right now, there's somebody who works at YouTube. They watch very specific. They're not watching everybody's platform. So this is why I told y'all before. If y'all want to do stuff on YouTube, yo, go do some video games. Go plant some trees. Go help out the less fortunate. Go create an orphanage. They don't care. They don't care. They're not going to sit up there and do anything. They're not going to try to like really hit your channel. You're not really going to have no issues. But if you're a channel that is like in this sector, a channel that talks about like, real type of stuff that impacts roughly everybody, that encompasses humanity and all the other, oh yeah, YouTube's gonna roll up. They're gonna be specifically watching the channel. Like when I mean to tell y'all that over the years that I've had this secondary channel, the amount of times that YouTube has like tried to hit me on some nonsense, and it's like I got it to an extent, right? They would hit you like 1 or 2 times back to back, and you would just look at it as like, man, this about to be over, right? Because if they hit you once, it's like, all right, whatever. They hit you a second time, it's like, oh man, it's like, yo, what's going on here? At that second time, when YouTube does that, I feel that that's their way of trying to sit up there and tell people, it's like, hey man, we watching you, we see what you're doing. You got the second hint directly there within a certain amount of time. So, you might want to just like calm down, take a breather, chillax, take a little vacation, reassess, the situation. Right. And then after that second, after all of that basically washes away, everything goes back to normal. Right? Everything goes back to normal. And that's normally what it would do. Well, YouTube was like, nah, you obviously didn't learn. So obviously, let me just explain it to you right now. There's obviously content that I'm doing. Um, there's obviously content that I'm doing directly on this channel that I've told y'all before. That my main thing beyond anything else that I've always talked about is protecting the kids. And this for me, it falls within the same lines as what took place with the very first platform. And the funniest thing is, I stated in countless videos that as adults, we're the ones that are supposed to care about the kids, right? We're supposed to be the ones to make sure that they're safe and all right, and all of that good stuff. And I've always stated that kids don't really have enough people. They don't have enough adults out here to really speak for them. Right. So the old term that people would always say, you either stand for some or you stand for nothing. Or I mean, I'm sorry, you stand for some or you fall for anything. Right. So again, beyond a lot of the stuff that I talk about directly on this platform, one of the main things that I advocate for is the safety and the protection of children. And it's amazing to me that whenever I happen to get close to that topic or I start doing, those videos, stuff like this starts to happen. Because note, YouTube couldn't really get me in a sense on anything else because I'm guessing the rest of the videos fall within a certain type of line. Right. So they really couldn't sit up there and say this, that, and the third because I think the live stream, I didn't even try to even fight that one. I'm like, yo, whatever, dog. Whoever reported the video or whoever was on the platform decided to do that. You a clown. It's whatever it is. Your mother doesn't love you. It is what it is. Something like y'all can have that. I'm like, that's cool. So let that sit up there and walk off into the sunset. But then you mean to tell me that the rest of the videos magically they're like nothing? Like the rest of the videos are magically somehow problematic. I'm like, which ones? That's what, like I said before, yo, I'm trying to sit up there and tell people you got a lot of entities directly out here. Like I said, look at all the hype that was around what was it, Sounds of Freedom. How it is that the media reacted to that. How it is that people were writing negative reviews, negative articles, right? How they were trying not to give that film any publicity at all. When that movie first dropped, you heard people talking about it everywhere. Now look at the silence. It's deafening. You don't hear nobody mentioning it. You don't hear nobody referencing it. You don't see nobody trying to make videos about it. It's amazing how all of a sudden a movie like that, which we haven't had something like that probably in a long, long, long time, that is really highlighting a problem, especially during this time when a lot of things are getting showcased. It's funny. It's funny how much stuff was going on during that movie. Like some people wanted to see the movie, and magically air conditioning wasn't working in the theater at the time, making it completely warm and hot directly in that theater where the movie was playing. Like I said, it's a lot of things. If you actually look up some videos online, there's a lot of things that were taking place. A lot of things. The main thing that I've stated is this, right? If you happen to, I put it to you like this: if any of y'all basically go on Twitch, right? This is going back into the thing about the kids. If you go on Twitch, and I keep talking about this time and time again because I believe that certain content is not for children. It shouldn't be on a platform where children can clearly go. At the moment in time that y'all get the time, go on Twitch. Go into the hot tub area. At one point in time when I was not signed in on Twitch, and there was a video that was directly up there of a girl. She was, of course, I mean, she was still covered, but her cleavage, her chest was really showing. It was really showing, right? And it gave a warning. It was like, hey, this content is, for certain types of age ranges. I was like, all right, whatever. Let me just click yes. Again, note, I'm not signed in or anything like that. So I clicked directly on it, and you can clearly go directly to the video. You can clearly hear some of the references and the conversations that is going on in that video. And a lot of those women who are in that scene, they have OnlyFans. So you have women that are on a platform that, of course, there are adult males that are, on Twitch platform as well, but the greater majority of the people that are there, you have kids who are there watching streamers who are supposed to be playing, let's say a Diablo, let's say a Valorant, League of Legends, StarCraft, Fortnite, whatever game that is in a sense popular that kids are into, that's what they're going to be over there doing. They're going to be on Twitch and they're going to be watching those people. You have individuals there, women, who was like, oh, well, I can get a lot of eyes. I'm a girl. Let me just show some cleavage. Let me post my OnlyFans and my other links directly, my other adult content links directly up there. Um, and let me stream the games that are the most popular that people seem to like. So again, like I said before, there's content out there that I fully believe that should not be within the reach of children. But obviously, you got platforms out here that really do not care about the kids as much as they try to make it seem like they do. So again, I'm just feeling like at this moment in time that I'm just getting targeted. I'm just being real. Um, Sister Mary said, Professor Black Truth said that YouTube start doing this every time around this year. No, I've had this, but see, I get you know what he's saying there. Uh, my thing is that I've had this back to back. It's not even like at a certain time of the year. I've had this at random times of the year. And in some instances, let me see. I'm trying to figure out if I think I might have had a year where I got demonetized twice in the same year. I think I actually had that happen because one was how did they sit up there and do it? It wasn't the reuse content, it was something else. Like I said, they got ways if they wanted to monetize people, they got ways to sit up there and do it. They got ways to sit up there and do it. Like I said, I've had times where I've been demonetized back to back. So it's not even maybe for like certain people out there. Like if you're in the upper echelon of content creation, like y'all will start seeing stuff. Like you'll start seeing the police come out in full force around the last week to like the first of the month. Within those 2 weeks, you'll see the most police in your city that you've ever seen in your life because magically they got a quota to meet. So I mean, I get that part, but for me, that's not falling in line with anything that I've gone through. Because again, I've gotten this at random times in some instances back to back, and it's the same thing every single time. But again, as I stated before, um, YouTube isn't going to decide to go after the content creators. Like, let me let y'all know something else that gets uploaded on YouTube. So you have, and I've ran through this quite a few times in my adventures on YouTube. It'll show up randomly in the recommended section, even on watch video games. So they'll have shorts or they'll have video compilations of women who wear like the jeggings, the leggings, whatever you want to set up, the spandex, right? So let's say women are basically working out in spandex, right? But they're not wearing any underwear. So you're able to make out everything that is there. That's allowed on YouTube. And I'm trying to figure out how is it possible that you would allow content like that, which would be deemed adult content, directly on a platform like that? How? Like how is that even a thing? But as I've showed y'all before, um supernaturally, my content would inevitably end up being some type of a problem, and it's either reused or it doesn't fit within the guidelines or anything like that. And my content will be deleted and all these other types of things. Again, it's crazy. It's it's 1,000% crazy. Um, you know, I don't know. I don't like I said, I don't know what to tell y'all. This is why I sit up there and tell y'all that hey, support is much appreciated. Support is much needed. Because as I've shown y'all throughout countless live streams and videos, both by them doing this and by YouTube also deleting my comments, deleting my replies, editing my stuff in real time. Again, my platform is targeted. And starting up is like, some people say start up a new platform. I did. I do have another platform up here that I was trying to, get moving, trying to have people directly, push over to. Um, but few far in between. Uh, like I said, I don't know, I'm just tired. Oh man, I'm tired. I'm tired at this moment. I'm very, very tired. Like I said, the only thing I can, sit up there and give at this moment in time and to try to tell other people is that if you got dreams and aspirations, don't give up on those dreams and aspirations and the different things that, you want to sit up there and do. That's the most that I can sit up there and tell people. That is the most that I can happen to tell people at the moment in time. Um, and again, even with me doing these live streams, trying to get in contact with you guys and let y'all know specifically what's happening. Um, I can't really get in contact to a lot of people, right? Normally at certain points in my golden age, in the golden age, if I did a live stream I could actually have like 134, maybe close to like 200 plus people actually show up because the notifications would be going out, right? That's great, that's awesome. Now at most I can only seem to get 26, you know or close to it, and that's by way of streaming the two platforms. So, which means if I did a live stream on either or platform, I would not be getting any type of like views to anything. Nobody will be able to see it. Nobody will be getting information, and that is purposefully done, and that is by way of YouTube because they do a variety of things with the notifications. A lot of you guys I know are subscribed to the platform, have been subscribed, have always had the notification button, turned on and everything like that. And YouTube will do silent updates, and you know, they know that people aren't going to go back and turn the notification buttons all on, their favorite, people that they like to watch. So this is why YouTube does updates like that. Like I said, I've never known a system in my life where if they do an update to a website that I'm sorry, an update to their system, it automatically screws up the notifications for channels. I'm sorry, for specific channels. Again, other instances of y'all coming directly through the live stream and through the comment section telling me like, yo, Seji, where you been? How you been doing? I didn't even know you was still making videos, man. I sat up there and looked and like YouTube, they unsubscribed me, from your channel and all this other, like I said, channel is being targeted. There's no other way I can sit up there and put it. So if people don't believe me, then go back and look at the live streams where I've specifically put in the title stuff about YouTube, and you'll see those live streams pop up on both platforms. Tonio said, you telling show too much truth. They don't like that, especially when it shows them in a bad light. I mean, for me, it is what it is. Um, when it comes to this, it ain't nothing I can sit up there and do. If I was lying about what it is that that I'm basically stating, YouTube could easily refute that. They could easily refute that if YouTube, had a problem with anything that I've said in the live streams when I've specifically talked about them, they could easily take me to court. I would love that. I wish at a moment in time YouTube would take me to court. I wish to God. I wish to God YouTube would take me to court. I wish to God that they would take me to court. But I know that they won't because it's not going to look too favorable on their side. It ain't, especially when I start showcasing videos where my comments are getting deleted, where I'm specifically responding to you guys and I refresh the page and the comment is gone and I had to copy and paste their comment about a good 3 to 4 to 5 times, or the fact that I have videos directly on this platform that YouTube will specifically turn off the comment section. And I've highlighted that in videos. I got to the point where they turned off the comments. I'm like, I ain't even turning them shits back on. I'm not even doing. I'm not doing this back and forth. Like the stuff that YouTube does on my channels is childish. It's 1,000% childish, and it makes no sense. I'm like, all right, you don't like my content, no problem. Then you can just put the little cloak of darkness directly on my channel, like you do with other black content creators, and you can just let me do me. I will just be making videos in my own little lonesome, my quietness, with the amount of people that I'm able to get to. Which, mind you, I want to reiterate to y'all, I'm only going back to some of the videos. Let me just go back here, right? Let me just go back real quick. Um, let me go back. Yo, Ross Tate, you didn't have to delete your comment. My bad, I was repeating myself like Porky Pig right there. You had to delete that comment. It was all right. I get it. It's no problem. Like y'all heard, information about this, on another. That's cool. No problem. I ain't trying to sit up there and stop y'all from talking. So you don't gotta, in a sense, like censor yourself or whatnot like that. It's like I said, it's whatever. Like I'm just like I'm beyond a lot of things at this moment in time. And let me make y'all understand something. Let me make y'all understand how jacked up this situation is, right? The most jacked up thing about this situation is that I'm like, all right, no problem. I'm just going to sit up there and I'm not going to, really put out that, the type of, normal content that I do. I'm just going to give it a break. I'm just going to sit up there and relax. And then it's like the moment in time, I kid you not, the moment in time that I decide not to do this, I'm gonna demonetize. It's like all of a sudden YouTube is like, you know what, we're gonna push like certain content directly on your channel. I'm like, bro, you could sit up there, you could have been doing this a long time ago when I was sitting up there making other videos. Because if I go through my video section, I kid you not, when I look through my videos, 600 views, 500 views, 400 views, 900, 800, 700, 700, 700, 700, 8, 7, 300, 730, right? I got videos up here where they're in the hundreds. I got some videos that are in the thousands. Now, as I'm sitting up here doing this live stream, I can't seem to look at my videos the way I want to sit up there and look at them. Okay, there we go. Thank you for fixing yourself, YouTube. Again, you got another video down here, right? That's like 300, 6, 8. Like the greater majority of the videos that are directly on the channel, like a lot of them are view wise are in the hundreds, are in the hundreds. And it's like it's insane. Like it's like it makes no type of sense because again, like I said before, if you have a channel that is facing a lot of growth, you're getting a lot of subscribers, you would think that you would get views. But let's just get away from that side, right? Let's get away from the growth part. Let's get away from the influx of views. Let's go to the normal subscriber base that I have. Even if I were to have about 20K, I should at least easily be able to get 1 to 2K views directly on my videos just by way of notifications going out. Even if people just clicked on the video for about 2 seconds, that would still count as a view. Like somebody from the subscriber base came through and they saw the video. Even if, like I said, that would be what it'd be, but you would see that directly there. I can't even get that. And YouTube is not going to sit up there and tell me that only about out of the whole platform that I've been doing this for the years that I've been doing, you're not going to sit up here and try to tell me that only about five to 700 people have all of their notifications. You're not going to sit up there and tell me that. You're not going to tell me that. Like I said, let me show y'all this real quick. Let me show y'all how to math ain't mathing real quick. This is why I love the looking at the background. Like I says, when you do this for so long, you'll there's information there that a lot of people might not be able to see. So let me just highlight this to y'all so I can let y'all understand how math ain't mathing directly on my channel, right? So this is what it says for the channel, right? Subscriber bell notification, percentage of total subscribers, current, right? It's not giving you all the subscribers that are on the platform, but it's telling you subscribers who turned on all notifications for your channel. Typical on YouTube, 10% through 30%. I got 15.3% of the subscriber base, which is 4.9. I got roughly 5K people that turned on all notifications. So explain to me how it is that my videos get less than 1,000 views. Somebody explain that to me. Whoever is like a mathematician. I got about 32K people directly on this platform, right? They were like, all right, we got you, no problem. Out of that 32K, you got roughly 5K that got all notifications turned on, right? And then under that, you got subscribers who turned on all notifications for your channel and enabled YouTube notifications, right? You got 3K, right? So maybe I'm going to add this up. So somebody can correct me if I'm wrong because I'm trying to make sure I ain't tripping, right? So we're going to round that 4.9 to 5, and we're going to add in that 3. So let's just add this up. 5 plus 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So with my finger addition that I just did, that's roughly 8K people. That means that when I happen to do videos and I push those directly out to the platform, I should roughly see anywhere in between 4 to 8K views on every single video. But that is not the case. Somebody can let me know if I'm tripping. Somebody can let me know if I'm tripping. Somebody can let me know if I'm lying. Somebody can let me know if my math ain't sitting up here mathing. But to my knowledge, if I got people that have notifications turned on, roughly about close to 8K, I should see those numbers reflective in my videos, but it's not. Again, I would love it if YouTube could take me to court if I'm lying about anything. If people want to consider it defamation, I would love for YouTube to take me to court. It would be a great day. It'll be an awesome day. It'll be a cool day in hell. Let me tell you, it'll be a cool day in hell when I'm in the courtroom with YouTube. But again, they're not going to sit up there and take me to court because if I were to go to court directly with them and I showcase these live streams where I'm going over this information, they're going to have a lot of explaining to do, and they're not going to be able to explain it. And then if I was asked by the court to showcase some of the videos, or if YouTube, their lawyers, were asked to reference, like, okay, well, let me know if the judge asks, like, hey, what is the content overall that is just a problematic on the platform? they really wouldn't be able to show anything. You could probably highlight some stuff where people who are overly sensitive, they would feel a certain type of way about it, but that wouldn't encompass the overall of my channel. And it will start looking very, 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 very bad for them. And it would start looking like a race issue. To be frank, it would start looking like a race issue. Um, Antonio said, you are at almost 100K subscribers. They technically shouldn't be able to touch you, and you are supposed to have a contact person from YouTube. You ain't hit up for situations like this. Let me explain this one to you, brother. Let me explain this one to you. What YouTube decided to do on the very first platform, right? Now, this is what we'll do here, right? We're going to add this up. So I wanna try to get the correct numbers, right? So let me go to the front of my page, right? Let me see if I can do a capture here. Let me just move this. Direct matter of fact, let me just make that a little bit smaller, right? So let me just do an application capture here, right? Let me do a window capture, right? Okay, beautiful. So we got the calculator here, right? So we're just I want to just make sure I'm not slipping here because I'm trying to just get this point across here, right? So on the secondary channel, the backup channel, whatever you want to call it, I got, let me see what we got, 32K, right? We got 32K there, right? So let me head over to the other channel. So the other channel, because they've been slowly, I was closer to about like 96 on that channel, but YouTube has been slowly just like eroding away at the subscribers on that channel. So I'm gonna put that plus, right? We're gonna put that 93 directly up there, even though it was a lot higher at a moment in time, right? So this is what it looks like. Altogether on both channels, combining the subscriber base, I got 125K subscribers. The funniest thing is when we go to the first channel, right? Which is that, where am I at? It's like 93, right? The funniest thing is when I was still uploading videos on that channel, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to let this channel like, go away into the wind. I'm still going to upload and do live streams or whatever it is. When I was still putting up somewhat consistent um, content on that channel, YouTube would suppress that content. Magically, when I would put up that content, I wouldn't be getting no type of subscribers, nothing like that, right? So then when I went over to a brand new channel, and then the content I would have put up there, I put on a brand new channel. You know what happened? Magically, I started getting subscribers. Magically, people were just subscribing directly left and right directly to the channel. This is when y'all saw me do live. At a lot of times in my live streams, y'all have seen and heard the Power Ranger notification go directly off. That notifier lets you know that, yo, somebody just subscribed to the platform. There will be times that you would hear that continuously throughout a live stream, back to 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 back. So what I'm basically trying to let y'all know is YouTube prevented me to get to that 100K because they didn't want me to get there. And at the point in time, I was only 5K shy. So just think, if all the work that I did on the secondary channel, I did that directly on the first channel, I would have 125K directly sitting up there. So as the brother stated, I would have more than likely, had a representative. I would have had somebody that can get directly in contact with YouTube, and it would have been golden. Right. And then on top of that, I would have been also able to go for that that well-prized possession, the YouTube plaque, right? But I wasn't able to do that because YouTube made sure to stop that channel short, and they made sure to demonetize the hell out of that channel, so that if at any moment in time, if I wanted to remonetize that channel, I would have to delete all the content. That's literally, like, let me just be real with y'all. That's technically the option for both channels. In order for me to remonetize the platforms, I would literally have to delete any and all content that is on both of those channels. So that means that when YouTube sees that I'm reapplying, they can't say, "Oh, well, we found this on your, it ain't nothing here, it's a ghost town. It's high noon and ain't nobody walking around. There's nobody at the OK Corral. There's nobody there, coach." Right? But again, that also means that all of the hard work and dedication that I put directly in there is all gone. The view, I mean, the subscriber base is there, of course, but that means that all of the views and everything up there, or if anybody used the videos to reference or anything, all of that is gone. And that's the decision that YouTube wants people to sit up there and make when it comes to stuff like this. This is that's the length that they want to directly push people to. Uh Mr. Ronsky, what is up? What is up? Said YouTube beyond that WSBS. They target black content creators and boost WS content. This is true. This is true. We got Officer Haku, aka King Black, directly in the building. What is up? What is up? What is up? We got TMC said, keep pushing, bro. Um, I have nothing but pure respect for your content. Much love, respect, and appreciation. Joyce said, what's up, Joyce? Joyce said, it's good to see the rest of you. I was here for about 5 minutes. Yeah, this is I mean, this is what it looks like. You know, when you decide that you want to do, live streams and whatnot, uh YouTube will make sure not to, put out those handy dandy notifications. That's pretty much what it is. It's pretty much what it is. What you got? You got Keyshawn. What is up? Said more power to you, Seji. Antonio said that's messed up. 2023, we still have to deal with the hateful BS. Yep, yep. Axe said we got your back. Much love, brother. Much love. Well, like I said, this is why y'all haven't really seen content. Like I'm basically sitting on 125K subscribers when you add both channels together, and I can't even reach any of those. I can't reach any of those numbers. I can't reach any of those numbers. Like, it is literally impossible to get in touch with even half of that subscriber base, and that's due by way of YouTube specifically. Like I said, on the secondary channel, it told you what it was. Let me just bring that right back up for people. Secondary channel. That is the information right there. Roughly about 8K. 8K people got the notifications turned on. I can't even reach any of those people. But if I were to literally start a brand new platform and I were to get 8K people to subscribe to that platform, I would roughly get all 8K people every single time when it came to notifications. Make it make sense. Make it, like I said before, I'm not even trying to get in contact with the whole 32K. I'm not even trying to do that. All I need is a few. And like I said, YouTube knows, and they're specifically in the background watching this live stream, as I know that they are. Just sitting back there chilling, just waiting. Like I said, this is like, it's ridiculous. Like I said, if I did have a representative, I'm pretty sure uh this would have got situated. But they will make sure to pretty much cut me short every single time. And again, more so specifically, at least for me, I can't speak for anybody else that is a content creator out here. The main thing that I've noticed is that anytime that my channel starts to get a jump in subscribers and in views, I start to get demonetized real quick. Real quick. real quick. Antonio said it's almost a dub for YouTube anyway. As soon as Rumble takes off a little more, it's over for this platform. I mean, you got Rumble and Kick. The like I said, at one point in time, the main thing that YouTube, the reason why YouTube is what it is because of small content creators. Me and many other people. All of us basically throw content directly up there for people to watch on a platform that basically keeps people there. That's how all of this started off. And then YouTube was like, up, what we're going to do here is we're going to switch gears from it being about y'all. We're going to make it about the corporations. We're going to make it about everybody else. Everybody else. And we're going to screw over the little guy. And that's what they're doing. That is clear cut what they are doing. And one of the main things I tried to warn people about some years ago was that YouTube is going to make that shift. And I told people like, yo, YouTube gonna make that shift where they're going to get rid of the smaller content creators and they're going to make a larger push for corporations. They're going to make a larger push for businesses. They're going to make a larger push for mainstream media. The reason why mainstream media, because mainstream media is dying on broadcast networks. This is why whenever you order cable, they try to tag up the free channels directly with these packages. And now they got even slicker where they're like the free channels that you normally would sit up there and get, they split those in between different packages. So like I said, the greed is directly there. So they know specifically what it is that they're doing. And because they know that a lot of people aren't even watching cable anymore, so those packages don't matter. Now you see a lot of these channels and whatnot trying to move over to, to online networks like YouTube and different things of that nature to host, their stuff there so that they can get consistent views. So that they can run those ads and do the stuff that they can't normally do with cable and with broadcast because that stuff is slowly but surely dying out because everybody's just getting their entertainment online. And mainstream media, aka the news, and the cable companies don't understand that. So YouTube is in bed with a lot of those entities, right? And then you also got the celebrity aspect where, of course, during the pandemic, you had a lot of celebrities wanting to start to do the stuff that we all do in order to relax and chill and all this other type of stuff, right? And again, I'm just going to say, this is no hate towards celebrities, anything like this, but for smaller content creators, it's in a sense a curse. It's like the blessing in a sense is that yeah, if a celebrity does, let's say video game content or whatever, it'll bring eyes directly into the video game scene. But those eyes are only going to be there for that celebrity. And then that means that YouTube is going to push that celebrity's content way more and way higher than your content because they can make more and get more directly out of that versus dealing with you. So like I said, I try to, tell people um specifically of the different changes that were happening, that were taking place, slowly but surely in different things of this nature. Like I said, you can see it on the other media sites. Whenever celebrities are on, IG and all this other type of stuff, you see how many people like roll up into, the celebrities' lives. They be having thousands of people, craziness, crazy amounts of people there. But if you got, let's say, about like 2K people following you, and then you do a live on IG, you ain't getting those type of views. And IG sends out like, yo, IG technically sends out notifications. Like stuff goes out. It's just up to people if they want to tune into that live stream. But notifications do be going out because I that's one thing I can sit up there and tell you. Notifications do go out on IG. But again, you're still not going to see those types of views because IG does shadow ban content directly up there. I got videos that IG has blocked. I got videos IG has like shadow ban. I got videos up there that IG has specifically stripped down. Like on no matter what platform I've gone on Facebook, I've gone on Patreon, I've gone on IG, I've gone on TikTok, I've gone on YouTube, and I've had content blocked, shadow banned, or deleted by those platforms. And it's not like I put up wild and crazy stuff. I don't put up wild and crazy stuff, but yet it gets shadow banned. Now, mind you, if a celebrity decided that they wanted to do a video of a clip that I posted, right, and it might have been the clip that was deleted. Kid you not, those platforms would allow the celebrity to sit up there and do a response about the clip or whatever it is. Like I said, these platforms, like I'm trying to tell y'all, like this is what it happens. This is what happens. This is what the platforms like to do. They'll cater to a specific group of people. If you ain't in that specific group, then it is what it is. Hack said I use Tor plus a VPN to get my shows. F Comcast. Yeah, it's like it's crazy out here. Like I said, I'm just tired. I'm just tired at this moment in time, having to sit up there and deal with this type of like foolishness. And again, it's nothing I can really do about it. Maybe if I was able to get in contact with the full amount of the subscriber base, something could actually get done, but I can't even do that. So it's like, you just floating in the ocean without a paddle. And you just gotta try to go where the water's gonna sit up there and take you. You know? So again, this is just a short explanation on why it is if you haven't really seen the normal content that you're used to, why it is that you're seeing gaming content and different things of that nature. You know, and obviously you're going to end up seeing more of that. Regardless of the views they get up there, what we have normally up there, we normally got about what like a few people that watch it, about like what like 10. It's usually what about 10, maybe 15 of us, which is cool. So it'll probably be like that for a long time. Probably be like that for a long time. Like I said, I do not expect um the greater majority of any one of my subscriber bases to automatically show up to those live streams. I don't. And that's just me being real. There's like a few people that I know that I hear that'll roll up and they'll show up to it because they're gamers. But everybody else pretty much expects certain types of content, which I get, you know. But it's not in the cards right now. I just can't afford to do it. But I will say that looking at certain articles and certain news reports that have come out, um, something that I've stated did come to fruition, where I stated that if lies were not put in check, if people were not put in check, that it was going to just be bad for the majority, and that has come to pass. So, like I said, those out there, they're gonna have to, really take that L, and they're gonna have to deal with, what comes directly with that. Like I said, if you allow people out here to, keep lying and to keep doing whatever it is that they want to sit up there and do, in order to, do whatnot or whatever, it is what it is. It's just gonna be, looking bad, for that whole group. So, you know, like I said, for those individuals that hate my content, I hope that they're going to be paying attention, on that front. I hope they're going to start checking people because it's going to get worse. But I digress. We got Tippy up in here. What is up, Tippy? Tippy said, "Sad. I bet they would gladly pay Seji if he started putting pride flags in his videos or trashing black people." Yeah, they probably would. They probably would. Let me just highlight that because that's bars. They probably would. And this is the main thing that I told y'all before. I told y'all before that if I literally made content where I was to like trash the black community, yeah, I would make a lot of money off the black community. I would make tons of money. I would be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be able to take trips and do things that I would never be able to do. But that's not what I decided to do. I decided to make videos to critique, to, to help and do different things of that nature. And to still have black people looking at me crazy, talking about I'm talking about the black community like this, you shouldn't be grouping us and you shouldn't be. It's like, yo, like I said, and I keep telling people in a lot of the videos, I'm like, yo, if you're an individual, stay to the individual side. This ain't about you. I'm talking to the people that understand what it is that I'm stating. Again, if you're an individual, you got your individual friends, you're in your individual world, your individual family, your individual wife, you're an individual. Nobody in your circle is basically doing whatnot or whatever. That's cool. That's no problem. I got you. Stay to the side because you're an individual. You're not a part of the group. Stay to the side. You good. This don't you're with everybody else. So when I make those videos and I'm critiquing the black community, black people, of course, don't like the content because, again, a lot of black people don't like the truth. They don't like to be critiqued. Black people are like, hey, I know what's best for, whatnot or whatever, and you're wrong. And then number two, whatever a few do is going to inevitably end up affecting the whole. Right. So regardless, like I said before, I'm not even focused on the individuals directly out there. For everybody else that understands what I'm talking about, whenever like one person does bad in the community, guess what? It's going to be reflective. It's going to make everybody look bad. Even if you don't have kids, even if you don't have a family, that's just what it is. That's what it is. But like I said, a lot of people don't want to, in a sense, look at it like that. A lot of people don't want to, in a sense, notice that. Some people will sit up there and be like, well, you don't see the white community sitting up there doing this. Well, the difference is the white community will sit up there if they see a problem, they'll call it out. They'll go to a city hall, they'll go to a town hall. I've covered videos directly on this. So again, for the people out there that like to sit up there and always tout this, oh, but white people don't do this, you need to start looking at some videos of their city halls and their community meetings because they do this stuff. They talk about it openly. It's just not in the same way and fashion that black people sit up there and do it on social media. But they do it and they let everybody know and they put everybody on notice and they fix that situation. They fix that problem. That's the difference. Black people are like, no, 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 we shouldn't be talking about like this. We need to keep this behind closed doors. We need to do whoop de whoops and all this other type of stuff. I'm like, you see what closed doors have gotten us, right? You see what closed doors have gotten us, right? You see how the community looks because people want to keep stuff behind closed doors, which means that people don't want to talk about it. They want to keep it hidden. They want to put it to the back of the closet and act like it's not a problem, act like it's not something that they need to, really pay attention to. That's basically what that is, keeping it behind closed doors. And that's what the black community likes to do. But again, due to the fact that I've showcased and talked about this, I will either not get support by, black people who are of course subscribed to the platform. Um and they'll pick and choose the content. I'll have to sit up there and deal with the whole shadow banning and different things of that nature, and a variety and multitude of of other types of things. But my main number one thing is that the black people that say that they want the information, they want the news and all this other type of stuff ain't really about that life, because it's like you selectively picking and choosing what hurts your feelings and what don't. So if I critique the black community, that hurts your feelings because you feel like I'm talking about you, even though I don't even know who the fuck you are. But you feel like I'm talking about you, so you're like, yeah, I ain't gonna be for there for this. But let me know when you start talking about some other stuff. So then when I start talking about other stuff, now you want to sit up there and show up, or still potentially possibly show up. It's all right. I Yo, Nurse Armstrong, what is up? What is up? What is up? Nurse Armstrong said that's what Candace Owens did, and no one watched her videos until she started bashing black people. Yep, Yep, I believe it. I've seen quite a few black content creators do this, where at one moment the content was normal, talk about normal stuff, and then it was just one thing. And it was just that consistent thing back to again, like I said before, if I wanted to sit up there and I more than likely could sit up there and do I could have probably been doing this a long time. I would have been ultra successful. I would have been. And I know I would have been. I know it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Looking at the way I do my content, and then I add that into the whole thing of like, oh yeah, let's just negatively talk about. Oh yeah, I would have been ultra successful. My subscribers, I would have had ridiculous subscribers on my channel. I would have had ridiculous views on my channel. Yo, the videos would have been getting eaten up. But here we are. This is what happens when you take destiny in your own hands and you make your own choices. So I guess maybe I made the wrong choice. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm guessing I made the wrong choice. Looking out, how both channels have basically gone, looking at all the stuff I got to sit up there and deal with. I'm guessing I signed up for the wrong job. I'm guessing I signed up for the wrong job. Joyce said, we aren't at their communities. How do we know? They do junk. That's bars. That's bars. And that's what I'm saying. Like, too many times in the comment sections, I've literally seen people be like, oh, well, white people don't do this and white people don't do that and white people. It's like, why do you care what it is that they do? Like I said, I've covered what it is that they do in their communities, in their town halls, in their small meetings, some of the stuff they talk about. I've covered stuff, dealing with that. But like I said, when I put that stuff out there, people don't watch those videos. And especially the ones that like to leave comments like that, where they want to always mention like white people doing this and that and black people want to they never want to watch the other videos that I put up. Never. Or, I'm sorry, better yet, some of those few are directly a part of the view count and they're not saying nothing. They'll sit there in the back and they'll just listen, they'll just watch like they normally do. And the moment of time they feel like they got a leg to stand on, that's when they'll happen to spark up and they'll start making comments and stuff. Right. Keyshawn, what is up? What is up? Keyshawn said Candace Owens is happily considered one of the good ones for bashing black people. Yeah, that's facts. And like I said, and you know what? I got at a point earlier on when I started doing this, I used to sit up and get mad. I'm like, yo, why y'all sitting up here like, doing this type of content about black people like this? I'm like, yo, black people ain't even the problem like that. But it's like you're highlighting it as if this small minority is like the whole problematic thing in America. As if to say that, oh, if black people just magically started doing this, that, and the third in America, then America would just like, be fine and dandy. Like all crime would stop, all everything would stop. Everything, it would just be a wholesome country. Right? That's the narrative that they like to paint. And then over the years, as I started basically watching, I was like, you know what? I get why it is that you do the content that you do, and I'm not even mad no more. I've gotten past the point of being angry and mad. I've just gotten to the point of acceptance. And I've accepted understanding why it is that people selectively choose certain types of content to do. Because it's a lot easier and you have a lot less to actually battle and face. Because let's say for like Candace Owens, right? She does, content specifically picking at and going at the black community. Fine, no problem. Her prerogative. No problem with that. Do you really think that there's going to be, even if her content gets reported, you know how many black people it would take to more than likely get that reported, to get her deplatformed? And even if black people were able to get her deplatformed, she has way more white people and other people that support her. Way more. Way more of everybody else that support her more than black people. So it's like all of that hard work to get her deplatformed, all of that hard work to sit up there and get her videos reported, all of that hard work to basically shut her up didn't do anything. It didn't do nothing. It just made her bigger. It just highlighted her. It just fueled more energy directly in her direction for more people to understand and know exactly who it is that she is. And this is why she now just has her own platform. So this is why now you don't really see people doing videos on Candace Owens. Why? Because it's not going to do anything. It's not going to deplatform her. It's not going to report her videos. It's not going to take her videos down. It's not going to shut her. It's not going to do anything because why? She has her own platform. So you can't do anything. You know. Uh, we got Joyce said thanks. Tia said health and light, my loves. Hey Tia, what is up? What is up? What is up? Much love, respect, and appreciation. The King's Kids said Candace and Clarence Thomas sold their souls for fame and fortune. You know, um, it is what it is. I view it a little bit, differently. In a sense, like you can sell other people and not sell your soul. Like I said, you still making a sacrifice, but it's not you. So, in a sense, that's how, I view a lot of this stuff. I view it as that, people are willing to sacrifice others in place of their own so that they don't have to take the initial hit, right? In order to get what it is that they want to specifically get out of a situation. And, like I told y'all before, the funniest thing about the affirmative action or whatever that happened in the high ranking colleges, that didn't impact black people. The greater majority of the people that were affected by that was white women. I specifically made a video and I specifically went over everything in a sense dealing with that. White women are the primary ones who suffered from that affirmative action being taken away. But here you have, people sitting up here saying, "Oh, affirmative action is racist," and like I said before, and the main thing I try to sit up there and tell people is that you will have the system itself sacrifice and use its own people, pawns, in order to do what it is that they need to do for the greater good of the power structure. And that's specifically what they did. And white women are completely fine with that. They are fine with sacrificing whatever rights and stuff that they have if it means that their men can hold on to that seat of power for just a little bit longer. And that's what took place. And people really tried to paint the picture as if to say that, oh, well, you're going to see less black people in college now because a lot of black people are undeserving to go to a lot of these colleges. They just get pushed directly in there just because the color of their skin versus their actual grades. When you have actual kids and applicants who should be able to go to these colleges, but they're looked over because they're not black. We'll see how everything looks now. Yeah, you will. You'll see a lot less white women directly in these colleges. You'll with give it about 10 years. Depending on if it stands the way that it's standing right now, give it about 10 years and let that be like a sweeping judgment across all colleges. You're going to see all of these women that you normally see with degrees, you're going to see far less women with degrees. Far less women. And I mean in general, far less women. So, like I said before, people don't understand what it is that's going on out here. People looking at this as a whole different thing. And I sat up there and tried to tell women before. I'm like, hey, there's some things going on out here that's coming for y'all. You might want to get off of this bandwagon and stop trying to focus on specific things that men are doing, and you might want to focus on the real meat. But people ain't want to sit up there and listen. So it is what it is. The few white women that were okay directly with that have basically damned the whole. So it is what it is. Keyshawn said, I heard Candace isn't even American. I believe she's from Barbados. Yeah, I think lineage wise, she's from the islands or whatever. But the main thing, like I said before, um, when people are here in America, when they look at somebody, they consider them black unless they know otherwise. And that's the way that it normally basically works up until people know otherwise. So, hey, you know, we got Kid Gravity in the building. What is up? What is up? What is up? Much love, respect, and appreciation. King said that is facts. Keyshawn said she'll never be one of them, no matter how hard she grifts. I mean, Pink said Asians are feeling it now. Hey, Pink, what is up? That's true. Um, that's true, but she, she got her money. She's up there. She got some protections. You know, so in the end, it worked out. For her. Pink said the Asians are feeling it now. Hey, like I said, it is what it is. At a point in time, I used to have a lot of whenever I did videos about the Asian community, talking about crimes and different things that was going on. I used to have these random trolls and different things like that always showing up, always wanting to tell me, "Oh, why don't you focus on the black community? What about what black people did? Look at what this," and then they want to sit up there and try to send me links and different stuff of that nature. Um, like I said, if I wanted to be real, I could just focus on specific areas around the world, and I could just call it a day on that. But I just decided to just focus in on America because, like I said, it ain't about that life. When you start really talking about the real stuff, like I said, I got some stuff sitting back there. Whew, I got some stuff sitting back there that's bad. So it's like, people cried about those videos that I did on the Asian community. Whoo, you would have been silent. They wouldn't have said nothing if some of the stuff I got, if I actually posted that. Wouldn't be able to say nothing. Mouths would be shut. They couldn't even fix their face to say nothing about the black community. And like I said, I've done videos where I've tried to warn every community directly out here of certain things that are transpiring and or taking place. And people didn't want to heed the word. People didn't want to sit up there and listen. People wanted to fight, people wanted to sit up there and bigger. But, now people will see what it is. And like I said, people will always react when it's too late. So, all I know is I don't want to hear no crying from the Asian community. I don't want to hear nothing. Y'all done got different forms of like reparations. Y'all done got all types of laws and whatnot passed to in a sense protect your people and prosecute people. Black people still don't got nothing like that still to this day. We got a few things that are in a sense a blast from the past, but you know, it is what it is. But what I'm probably about to sit up there and do is I'm just going to get off of here, and I'm probably going to stream. Well, depending, I'll probably sit up there and stream Remnant 2 on my other channels, and I'll just go back to exploring and dying, in that game. Oh man, because like I said, I'm just tired. Like, it gets to the point of you're tired of being tired. You're tired of being tired. You know. So, like I said before, if people, want to sit up there and help a brother out, they can easily subscribe to the other platforms, and we could potentially get stuff going. Like the amount of people that I got here right now, if everybody were to subscribe to like the Kick platform, shoot, we could sit up there and get that going in probably like less than a week or whatever, something like that. But you know, again, that's having hope, for that to actually take place. But I'll just talk to y'all later. Have a great week or weekend, whatever we're in at this moment in time. And I'll probably see y'all later. Miss Durant said, "Bro, get you some sleep." No, I ain't even. That's not the sound of me. I'm not even sleepy. Like I said, you just get tired. and you just move to the point of like being angry, frustrated, and mad to you just like accepting. And I'm like, this is pretty much what it is. It's just it's a heavy annoyance, at this time. Like before it used to be like a shock to the system, like seeing stuff. But now it's just the continuous thing time and time again. So, can't really put, too much, what's the name in it at this moment of time. And, it ain't that you can pretty much do if you can't get in contact with everybody to roll over to a whole nother platform. And, again, it would be foolish of me to actually think that a portion of the subscriber base would actually move over to another platform to do that. Because again, people, subscribe for certain content. They might support you, but they subscribe only to specific content. So, you know, Hack said, which channel you gonna stream on? I'll probably just do it like I did the day before. I'll probably just do it on both. That's what I'll probably do. Uh, I'll probably just like I said, I'm just making up my mind on if I'm going to do it or not. I'll just probably go live like randomly or whatever. Like I said, I'm just tired of being tired. Just pretty much, outdone. So, um, again, shout out to all the people that have donated over time. Shout out to those who are on the Patreon. Shout out, much love, respect, and appreciation to you guys. So as I sit up here and just get my thoughts together, I'm just gonna figure some stuff out. Whatever. So see y'all on the next live stream.